All right. I gotta see if the stream's live. Hold on, give me a second. I might have to take a break. I don't. I mean, I'm not sure. I might because I'm having issues right now, so I might have to take a little break and fix that. Uh, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. So if you hear me go silent for a little while, just know it's that. Yeah, but yeah, hold on. I'm looking to see if it's live. Doesn't look to be live. Oh, okay, I'm live. I'm live. Oh crap! I clicked the wrong video. Uh, all right, so here's this video. Um, I'm gonna react to it. Well, I've already reacted to it, so but this is what sparked a little bit of this, but it was mostly on Twitter because I'm already hearing people bitch about it, and of course, because because this shit only happens with Nintendo, right? This shit only happens with Nintendo. It doesn't happen with any other video game or any video game company. This only happens with Nintendo. Gotta remember that, guys.
Pokemon just got themselves into some controversy. The first reason is because if you want to buy Pokemon Legends EA with the Switch 2 edition upgrade and buy the DLC, it will be $100. Back in the day, you could buy a Pokemon game for $40 and get the full game.
Maybe during the DS age, yeah. Maybe during DS, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, yeah. But game prices have increased as time went on. They increased by $20, which people were already complaining about at the time, and now people are okay with it. They increased it by another 20, which is insane, especially for how hard it is to make money now. It's like Jesus, you can barely afford a house. But this ain't just gonna happen to one video game company. Like all these game companies are already increasing their prices. A lot of people are saying the charge is being led by Nintendo, but they've only had one $80 game. Every other game that they've launched so far has been $70. So only $10 more than what we already got. Nintendo started with the $80 price tag, which is not entirely true because there are some games that came out before Mario Kart World that were $80. But we're just gonna pretend that only Nintendo was the first one to do that. But anyways, let's
No
go on.
DLCs needed. The second reason is because Pokemon Legends EA is a Kalos game, and if you want the Kalos starters with their Mega Evolutions, you will need Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay, I won't say I hate the argument that oh you need to buy the online shit just to get this. No, I hate the fact that it's locked behind online battles. That shit is stupid. That is stupid. Not everybody wants to do ranked battles, that and also online battles, because there's obviously going to be a meta, and you're going to hate going against that meta, especially if you have the stronger Pokemon. Like, it won't even matter because the meta is just going to kick your ass. Because once people figure out how fast Pokemon can recharge moves and how, Mega Pokemon can be busted, yeah, they're just going to fucking abuse that as much as they can instead of actually have fun. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I'm just saying that might happen. I hate that it's locked behind online, but $20 is not taking your life savings. I'm sorry. It's not like PlayStation and Xbox where you have to give an arm and a leg for a whole year. For Nintendo, you at least have to pay $20 for a whole year. And I'd rather pay $20 than $120 just for a whole year.
And you don't just need Nintendo Switch Online, you need to play in Ranked Battles Season.
See, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. It's stupid that you have to play online and actually make it to the recommendation, or not the recommendation, to the required level to even get these mega stones is fucking insane. And especially if they make it at a master rank, hell no. Oh my god, that would fucking suck. If you have to get master rank, and not only that, just to get the mega stone? Like, are you fucking serious? It's stupid. I agree with it. I agree with this. This is stupid. These should have been available base game, but I guess that they want you to play online, and that's why they're doing this. But I don't think this is a great way to get people motivated to play online. We should have had different rewards, just like like in Sword and Shield, because in Sword and Shield, the only wait a minute. No, Sword and Shield did the same bullshit. They locked Shiny Moltres, Shiny Articuno, and Shiny Zapdos Galarian forms behind ranked battles. You either had to participate in it or, actually win like a few. Which was still bullshit. I hated that. But anyways, let's go on.
1, 2, and 3. I don't want to do that. You used to be able to just play through the games, and through the storyline you would get your Mega Stone. And we have another reason. Pokemon revealed paid DLC for the game before it's even out.
Okay, I don't know why this is a big surprise. This game was delayed for a whole year. This game was delayed for a year. And it only takes them a year to even release DLC. I don't know why this is a big surprise. It only takes them a year to work on DLC. What makes it so surprising? What makes it so surprising? And not only that, but there's other games that are releasing with DLC and announcing DLC before the game's even out. Cause for example, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. They announced DLC before the game even came out. They even announced free DLC before the game even came out. So not only are you getting free DLC, but you're also getting DLC, paid DLC, announced before the game's even out. Nobody's bitching about that. Nobody's bitching about it because games do it almost all the fucking time. Especially modern games. Hell, even Black Ops announces DLC before the game's even out. They just say pre-order it, and we're also having DLC with it. And you're like, shit, take my money. And even so, just wait until you hear what he says next. Just listen to this shit.
Normally we buy the game, play for a couple months, and then it gets kind of boring. And
yeah, we agree.
then they drop a DLC and we get all hyped again. Now they're basically showing us, hey guys, if you buy the game but you don't want to get this, you're not getting the full...
That's not what they're saying! That's like saying DLC is the fucking full experience of the game, because it ain't! It ain't! The full experience of the game is without the DLC. If you want the DLC, then that's just a plus. That's what makes the game better. If anything, it's saying, oh, we're locking quality of life improvements behind money. But isn't that what DLC does in the first place? Isn't this the reason why we buy DLC? Because it improves the game or makes it even better to play? And it's not even, from what I remember, this DLC has nothing to do with the main story. It's a story add-on. It's only in addition to the story that we already got. So you're getting the full game. You're just not getting the DLC. The DLC is completely optional. That's like saying Scarlet and Violet's DLC is for the full game. No, it's not. It's additional content that you can choose to have at any time. It doesn't even add on to the story. Well, no, it does add on to the story, but it just doesn't fucking... It's not like locked behind anything. Like, it's not... I need to figure out what I'm trying to say. Hold on. I'm just spouting. Okay. Let me think. I need to find my words. So... Because what Scarlet and Violet does with its DLC, it's not locking like any important story elements from the main game. The main game already has a complete story. The main game already has a complete story that people can be satisfied with. The DLC is just for people that aren't satisfied with the main story and want more content. Because with the DLC, you get more Pokemon, you get more story, and you also get, some nice tied ends that were left as loose threads at the end of the main story. And that's only in the second part of the DLC. The second part of the DLC is what helps tie the loose threads. The first part is focused on the new shit. The second part's focused on tying in loose threads. Not all of the loose threads, because every Pokemon game has loose threads whenever it comes to the story. A lot of RPGs do, so they can save up for sequels or just in case they want to come back to it.
Whole game. And we're not done with the controversy. If you take a Pokemon and bring it into Pokemon Whole...
This ain't new. I don't know why this is an upsetting factor. It upsets me too, but this ain't new. I'm sorry, but this ain't new. They have done this before. They've done this with Let's Go Pikachu. They've done this with Let's Go Pikachu. They even did it with Legends Arceus. At least I think so. No, they probably didn't. Nah, they probably didn't. They didn't do it with Legends Arceus. Hold on, I gotta check. Let me do a quick Google search. Hold on. All right, never mind. Okay, so you can transfer in between the games. I can't remember which other game didn't allow you to transfer back. Because for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, they wouldn't let you transfer the Pokemon back, especially if it came from the game. They only allowed you. They couldn't. They only allowed you to like transfer in Pokemon that were from Pokemon Go, but you couldn't transfer in any other Pokemon from any other game, and that's what sucked. So, yeah, they did this with Let's Go Pikachu. I mean, it's kind of expected because for Legends Arceus, we weren't expecting to get as much, home compatibility as we did. A lot of people were expecting for it to be a one way in, uh, but it wasn't. So I'm glad that it wasn't. And then there's something else I can't fucking remember. um, hmm. But even so, they only did it once. They only did it once. This is their second time doing this, so I don't think it's anything surprising. At least to me. That's
And then
just what
into
I'm saying.
Legends ZA, you cannot bring
I'll
it back to another
concede on
game
this.
ever. And with that, Pokemon that originate in Legends ZA will also not be able to ever be brought into other games. So Pokemon just...
But yeah, I don't think this is a good video because he's marketing the game as if it's $100 altogether, even though that's not true. Let's go to here.
just got...
Go over here. Because, like, if we go over here, this is for the Nintendo Switch version.
And you
See, for Switch version... Come on, load. See, Nintendo Switch version, only $60. Which, this is what a lot of people are going to be purchasing. A lot of people are going to be purchasing the Switch version. Because a lot of people still don't have a Switch 2. You want to know why? The Switch 2 is sold out. It's still sold out. You have to get your hands on it another way, or just hope that they still have some extras wherever you live. A lot of people like to cope and say, "Man, the Switch 2 isn't selling out where I live," and then post laughing face emojis on their feed. But like that's about like whether you like it or not, they still sold out. You can't change the fact. And then the upgrade pack is only $10 for the Switch 2 version. And then the Switch 2 version, which comes with the upgrade pack. A lot of people complain that it's $70 for the Switch 2 version and that nothing really changes. But at the same time, it's $10 for the upgrade pack, but it's $70 anyway. No matter how you put it, it's still $70. And then, is the DLC here? DLC here? DLC is $30. The DLC is $30. So it's $30 plus 60, which is $90. Almost $100. It would be exactly $100 if you got the upgrade pack too. Which, as far as I'm concerned, you don't need the Switch 2 to play the DLC. So, what's his point exactly? It's almost $100 altogether, but at the same time, what about Mario Kart? What about Mario Kart? Mario Kart 8. A lot of people love Mario Kart 8, right? What? Everybody loves 8 Deluxe. It's $25 for the DLC. You paid $60 for this game. You paid $60 for this game. And then you bought the DLC. You paid $85 in total for this game. According to their logic. According to their logic, you paid $85 for this game. Are you fucking serious? That's only $5 less. Motherfucker, you've been paying for almost $90 games. Cause I'm using his logic. That's almost $90 for Mario Kart 8. Do you think this makes sense? Because nobody bitches about Mario Kart 8's DLC. Everybody loves Mario Kart 8 DLC. Everybody loves it. Nobody really complains about it. And yet, it's almost $90 if you want both the game and the DLC. Are you fucking serious? Because you can't be. You can't be serious. I just don't get it. It's because people are just bitching the bitch. People are just bitching the bitch. Let's look at the new fucking Black Ops. So let's look at the new Black Ops. Let's look at Black Ops 6. Look at this. Look at this. This is Black Ops 6. Do you know what makes Black Ops 6 worse? Apparently, this game wasn't riot worthy. But anything that Pokemon puts or anything that Nintendo puts out is riot worthy. But whenever it comes to other video game companies that do the same shit, if not worse, do the same fucking thing. I got Black Ops 6. I didn't buy it entirely, but I had it. I had my hands on the game. Do you know what they did with the game? Do you know what they did with Black Ops 6? I wonder what they did. Oh yeah, you have to pay online membership to play Black Ops 6. Just to play the game. If you're getting it on console, you have to pay an online subscription to play it. And apparently this ain't riot worthy. This ain't riot worthy. Cause it's $70 for this fucking game. $70. I repeat, $70 for Black Ops 6. It is $70 plus the online subscription for PlayStation and Xbox. It's not even optional. Cuz for Pokemon and Nintendo, it's completely optional. It is completely optional whether you want to play online or not. You can buy the game and play it offline. What do you have to do with Black Ops 6? You have to have internet. And not only internet, you also have to pay for the online subscription fee. For both console platforms that it's available on. And you're telling me that it's absurd. Oh my god. This just shows that people don't fucking care. People don't care. People will sit, bitch, complain about shit that's been happening for years. Because almost every Call of Duty that ever since fucking 360 has released with map packs. Nobody complains about that. Nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody did. I have not seen a single fucking video where somebody has bitched about Black Ops releasing with new map packs. Not once. Not even twice. Are you fucking serious? This just goes to show that people are fucking hypocrites. People are massive fucking hypocrites whenever it comes to this shit. If you're gonna critique one company, you might as well critique them all. Because I can critique this. $80 for Mario Kart? That's fucking insane. Who's going to pay $80 for Mario Kart? Not me. Oh, but I already did. I already paid $85 for Mario Kart. Because I have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the fucking DLC. I already paid $80 for Mario Kart. Oh, but Blaze, it took them quite a while to release this DLC. No, it didn't. They started development on the DLC because they're like, okay, world's gonna take some more time to develop. We might as well fucking make DLC for 8. And that's what they did. only took them like a few more years after the DLC. I'd say two more, and that was about it. People don't know where to draw the line because people say this is bad, but then also fucking do this shit. Like they'll buy the new Black Ops. They'll buy the newest Fortnite skin. They'll do anything. They'll do anything and bitch about like they'll bitch about specifically Nintendo while also being a hypocrite themselves because they actively indulge in this shit. They're huge hypocrites. I ain't gonna say I'm any better because I'm not. I'm not any better. Because do you want to know why? I'm also gonna indulge. I'm also gonna indulge on the shit that I like because that's what makes us human. If they get to indulge on shit that they like, I can indulge shit that I like. But yeah, let's talk about Hollow Knight. Yeah, yeah, there it is. Hollow Knight Silk Song. Let's talk about this. Apparently, Hollow Knight Silk Song was only developed by three people. Apparently, it was only developed by three people. A lot of people are saying, "Ha, this is a critique for Nintendo." Once this should be a critique for all games. Sure, it's $20 for this, but at the same time, it's an indie studio. Indie studios don't usually do the high AAA game prices. And also, they also just put this into your heads a little more. They also have less of a development team than what a company actually has to pay. Like, if three developers worked on this and it's $20, what does that say about the pay? It means that they're going to get way more money than what time they put into this game. Like, they're going to get a lot more money, especially that this game already has, I think, over 1 million sales. A lot of people are saying this is a fuck you to Nintendo, even though this was a game that's been hyped up since its conception. People have been waiting for this game for years. Of course, it's going to sell a lot day one. People have been waiting for this game ever so patiently. It's going to sell a lot. You'd have to be a dumbass to not even know that. People have been waiting for this game. People have been spamming Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song in every fucking live stream chat. Like for the PlayStation Lives and for the Nintendo Directs, they've been spamming it. So like, are you fucking dumb? Of course, this game was gonna sell a lot. They've been waiting for it. All right, so I need to need to figure out more critiques. That like more actual critiques, because like more actual critiques I can actually agree with, because like for example, Mario Kart World being $80, that's in fucking insane. But I might as well get the bundle instead, because if I get the bundle, I'm only paying $50 for Mario Kart. So like the bundle's a better deal. If you want to play Mario Kart World, I would say the best thing to do is to get the fucking bundle. And for anybody saying the Switch 2 console is expensive, y'all are willing to pay the same amount for a PlayStation by itself. Oh, look at this. Look at this. $600! Oh my god. And y'all were willing to pay for this. Y'all were willing to pay for this. But apparently for the Switch 2, it is way too expensive. This is just for the PS5 by itself. No game. With no game. The Switch 2 is only $500 with a game. PlayStation is $500 by itself. Excuse me, what? I've had so many arguments with people about this shit. I've had so many arguments with people about this shit. And they had like 2 PlayStation 5s. They would have 2 PlayStation 5s or a PlayStation 5 themselves, saying that Switch 2 price is too high. It's $450. That is still cheaper than the PlayStation 5. And also, I've heard people saying that it was uncreative for them to do Switch 2, and how Nintendo's usually innovative, and this is not innovative, according to them. Motherfucker, this is what people requested. People wanted a Switch 2. You want to know why? Because the Switch was such a good idea that people want more of it. We ain't gonna ask for a new console until we're tired of the Switch. People still ain't tired of it. Because, you want to know why? You can play it at home and on the go. It is the best console because of that. It is a hybrid console. You can take it on the go, and you can also play it at home on the TV. And then for all of you saying Steam Deck is better, let's look at Steam Deck. Let's look at Steam Deck real quick. With dock. Steam Deck with a dock. Let's look at... I want to look at official Steam, but I'm afraid it's going to show my Steam account. But we need to look at the actual prices. So I'm not being a dick about it. I gotta be fair with this shit, because if I'm not, then I'm being a hypocritical prick. Like, by the absolute sense. Ugh. Alright, so the docking station is $80. The docking station is $80. Where's the normal Steam Deck? They also have that. Oh yeah. Okay, so found it. I found it. So the Steam Deck is $400. That's their cheaper option, by the way. That's not the recommended option, but it's the cheapest option. The recommended is usually the one with the higher gigs, because it has more space. But for this, you get 156 gigabytes, and then you also get a carrying case and a Steam profile bundle. What's that supposed to mean? But anyway, $400. And then for the Steam Deck docking station, if you want the full Nintendo Switch experience, is $80. $80. That's $30 more than the Switch. That is $30 more than the Switch. Than the Switch 2, to be exact. The most recent Switch. So you're telling me you're willing to pay $80 just to replace a Switch with a Steam Deck? Oh, I'm just getting the Steam Deck because it's better than Switch. Whenever the Steam Deck, if you want it to replace your Switch in the literal sense, you would have to pay $480. Because the dock is sold separately. That's right, you heard me. The dock is sold separately. It is $480 for the cheapest option. But if you want anything more than that, you might as well get a fucking PC at that point. Because there's no point in getting the Steam Deck if you're going to pay over $600. You might as well get a fucking computer. You might as well just get a fucking computer. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Think about your arguments a little more before you put them into fruition. Because, like, saying the Steam Deck is better automatically puts you out of the argument. Because Steam Deck is still $30 more expensive than the Switch 2. Which, apparently, the Switch 2 is too expensive, right? Even though it comes with everything that you need. It comes with the dock, it comes with the console, and if you're willing to pay $20 more than a Steam Deck, then it even comes with Mario Kart World. And people want to say the Steam Deck is better. And then people bring up, whoa, but you can emulate games on it. Motherfucker, you can do that on every platform. Why is that making a make or break for the Steam Deck? I can do it on my phone. I can do it on my computer. I can even do it on my DS. I can do it on anything that's an electronic device. Anything that's an electronic device, I can do it. I can even do it for a fucking calculator. You want to know why I know that? Because someone actually did it. People ported Fire Red. No, not Fire Red. Pokemon Red and Blue to the calculator. I'm just saying, anything that's an electronic device with a screen you can emulate games on. Like almost anything. Just saying, just saying, just saying. That does not make the Steam Deck the clear winner just because the motherfucker can emulate games. That doesn't say shit for it. Because then by that logic, my phone is better than the Switch. By that logic, my computer is better than the Switch. Because it can emulate games. That is such a stupid argument. Stop using it. Stop using it. It's not a good argument. Almost everybody I've argued with, they always say the same shit. Steam Deck better, and that Nintendo's the only company doing this. Those are both wrong. Sony's been doing it for a long time. Xbox has done it before. And then for the emulation shit, that does not make anything better than the Switch 2. Because like I can still emulate Xbox games and shit. I can emulate Xbox games, PlayStation games. I did it before with a Digimon game. I emulated a PlayStation Portable Digimon game on my computer. Does that make my computer and phone better than PlayStation? No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make it better than PlayStation just because I can emulate the games onto my phone and computer. Because if I were to say that about PlayStation, people would say no. Why does that make it different for Nintendo? Because they're a shitty video game company? That doesn't make sense. Because video game companies all do the same shit. You want to know why? They're a fucking company. They want more money. People act like companies are made to be your friend and act like Steam is the best of all of them. Steam ain't even any better. Just because they have sales often doesn't mean shit. It doesn't make them better. And I love Steam. I love Steam sales. I even bought Shadow Generations on a Steam sale. But then again, it was Black Friday. But that's besides the point. It is so stupid that people want to say one company is better than the other, once no company is better than the other. If anything, out of all of them, Sony's the most shitty. Sony's been fucking hard on prices for a long time. They even did it with one of their consoles. One of their old consoles first sold at $500. And then they only dropped the price because people weren't buying it because it barely had any games on it. Then people are going to say, well, the Switch 2 is in a similar situation. It barely has games on it. It has games on it. It's just that they're not going to drop the support for the Switch 1. They're not going to do that until this console's at least 3 years old. If anything, not at least. At most 3 years old. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Because then by this logic, I can also just say that Steam Deck is $700. Just because it's the best version of the console. And Steam Deck can't even play all Steam games, by the way. It can't play all Steam games. It's in the similar situation as the fucking Switch. It can't play all Steam games. And then for you Sonic fans, I gotta say, calm down on y'all's fucking ego. Cause like once y'all get a stroke of luck, y'all take it and run. I say slow down before you eat shit. Y'all should have learned from the Game Awards whenever you fucking picked a fight with Genshin, knowing most of their retarded ass fan base would just outvote you because they outnumber you. You're the reason that you lost. You were the reason that you lost. Oh my god, that's funny as shit. I just gotta say, calm down on y'all's high. Don't, and I will say, I had fun playing Crossworlds. It was very fun. But I wouldn't say just because you found it fun doesn't mean that it's better than Mario Kart World. I can't even give an opinion on Mario Kart World because I haven't played it. Neither can y'all, because most of y'all haven't played it. Because y'all just look at the price tag, not even the bundle, just look at the price tag of the game, and then just say, hell no. That game is shitty. Which, if anything, I don't think that makes the game shitty. I think that makes the price shitty. I'm not out here to defend Nintendo. I'm out here to fucking call you out as hypocrites. Because y'all be bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching. I'm tired of this constant negativity. This constant negativity about fucking, like, people just waking up to video game companies and how they fucking work. This is how they work. This is how companies work. And if you don't like it, you're going to have to move somewhere else and just realize that every company is like this. The only companies that aren't like this are indie game studios, and that's just because they're way more in touch with what gamers want. And not only that, but they have a smaller team, so they have to pay out less people. And even for indie games that are free, they still charge you for in-game content. I do hate when people also bitch about free games having pay aspects to it. It's a free game. Free games don't come without that shit unless it's developed by an indie developer. And even so, that's still a low chance of happening because indie devs also include pay to win aspects of their game. This shit ain't new. And I'm tired of people acting like it's new. But yeah, I'm just saying, y'all need to calm down on your shit real quick. Not here to play company hero. I'm just here to fucking say that this shit is hypocritical and y'all can do better whenever it comes to these arguments. Because if you're gonna argue for against Nintendo for this, I would say also argue against this because this is fucking absurd as well. But y'all don't want to because y'all are clearly biased and just want to fucking hate on a company that you don't even fucking actually interact with. We can hate on companies, but y'all gotta fucking think about what you're saying before y'all are like, this is my favorite company, and this is what they do, whenever that shit can also be turned against you. That's fucking stupid. And how can you even love a company? Companies are companies. They want money. They don't want they don't want your they don't want anything from you besides money. Like, if they wanted anything from you, it's only money. Like, they're not gonna want anything from you. Respect is just a bonus for them, but money is all they want. So don't think a company loves you. Don't ever think that. A company wants money. Every company wants it. Do you want to know why? Because it keeps their business afloat. And without their business, they won't have money, and they won't be able to do the things that they want. But yeah, back on the topic of Sonic, since those are mostly the people I argue with. I'll argue with the loud side. Calm down for the rest of the fan base. For the rest of the fan base, I'm not against you. I'm only against your loud, toxic side of the fan base. Because those guys like to fucking argue and parade around, always thinking that they're right and stroke their own egos, even though their egos are undeserving. Do you want to know how many fucking bad Sonic games there are? Y'all don't deserve an ego. Y'all don't deserve that shit. I don't know why this fan base is like this. Well, why this side of the fan base is like this, but their egos are fucking high for no reason. Because if they don't have a bad game, then they just have a boring game. And if they don't have a boring game, they have a good game. And if they have a good game, they just go back to doing bad. Sometimes they can hit 3 good games in a row. But then after that, they usually just fall back from grace. Because, like, that's just how it works. I don't know if they're testing new dev teams every time, but, like, it's crazy how they always have, like, a swan dive into, quality. And then Sonic fans be picking on Pokemon fans about that shit. Pokemon only had one quality dip, and that was just because the Switch one wasn't strong enough to run the game. Even though they've had so many quality dips. So let's look at. This better be every Sonic game. Um, no, this ain't every Sonic game. List of Sonic games. Eight-bit, 16-bit, Spinball, CD. Chaos. All right, so we're looking for the bad games because they never really had a bad game in the classic era besides Sky Patrol. One Tails Adventure. Tails had 2 games, but those I'm pretty sure those games are bad because they just swap the play style that everybody's used to, and it's just kind of weird for a Tails game. It's very slow compared to how Tails actually moves. But I don't like. At least they're playable, so I don't think they're bad. Like Labyrinth, I don't remember if that was bad. I remember people saying a lot of 3D Blast was bad, but I don't. It didn't. It doesn't really look bad. It looks old, but it doesn't look bad. Uh, Triple Trouble. I actually haven't played Triple Trouble. Sonic Advance, Sonic Advance 2, Sonic Advance 3, those are good. Sonic Rush is good. Sonic Rivals, Sonic Adventure is good. It's 2. 4 was bad, but it was playable. Bad. These were good. Wait, these aren't all the games. Yeah, these ain't all the games. Oh, these are all the 2D platformers. Wait, 2D? Oh, okay. There's Rush Adventure. Rush Adventure. A lot of people said Rush Adventure was bad. I have not played it. I'll probably do a playthrough of it since I loved Sonic Rush. I don't know if I'll like the second one, but despite people saying it's bad, I'll still try it. Um, Sonic Rivals. No, I haven't really heard anybody talk shit about it. Sonic 4, bad. Uh, Jump, mobile game, so I'm not gonna count it as bad or good. Uh, Sonic Boom. All the Sonic Boom games are ass. So there's those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, 4, 5. 6. All right, so 6. There's 6 bad games, and then people are gonna be like, "Why'd you skip Colors and Lost World?" Because I think those games are good. I don't think they were absolutely good, but I think they were good. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because I think they're overhated. A lot of people are gonna call me dumb and stupid for that, and then they're gonna reply with, "Oh, rightfully so." But like at the same time, gotta think about this. Colors before that dog shit remaster. Wait, that makes it 7. So there's 7 bad games, but before that dog shit remaster, that shit was good. It was good. Colors was good. The music was good. I liked Colors. And then people bitch about the writing, acting like Sonic has never been cheesy or corny. It's kind of his whole thing. Even in the cartoons, he was fucking corny. Even in the comics, he was corny. People just want to act like he was never corny. But anyway, let's go on to something else. That's 7, but we're not completely done with this catalog. 7, never heard of that. Game, we never heard of that. Heard of that. Heard of that. Heard. It's like a Super Explosion. It's not really a Sonic game. Oh wait, where's the 2021? Since this is both Sonic and Mario, but this will count as 8. 8 bad games. 8. That's a uh shit. It started all the way back in 2007. Damn. But people better not talk shit about Superstars Tennis. That shit was good. Um, uh, Super Racing, Free Riders. Wait, it was Free Riders. It was Free Riders. What? I I don't know about you. I didn't think it was too bad. I didn't think it was too bad. I encouraged you to exercise. I'll give it that. I think it was bad, but not really too bad. No, not bad. But I'll count that as 9. So that's 9. Uh, do I really have to say anything about it? This shit was kind of bad though. Inspired, most likely inspired Baldi's Basics, but at the same time, like what made Baldi fun was getting chased by a threat. What made Sonic Schoolhouse boring is that it was an actual education game. It was an edutainment game. That's a phrase that people like to use for these type of games. But honestly, game was boring. I watched a playthrough on that, and I never felt so bored in my life. So I'll count that as 10. Because if we can count uh, Hotel Mario, we can count this. Uh, Sonic the Fighters was good. Sonic Battle Sonic Battle was alright. There's 10. That's 10. Do I have to say why this one's bad? This one is notorious for being bad. That's 10. Oh yeah, oh yeah, none of these count. None of these count. We don't count mobile games because mobile games are a different breed of game, so we're not counting that. Sonic Rumble isn't bad, but y'all still get a point on that, so that's 11. That's 11 in total. I don't know where they get this massive ego from though. They have a pretty they have a pretty good catalog, but I still don't know where they get the big ego from. I still don't know. Cuz Knuckles Chaotix, it it really looks amazing. It looks amazing. Sonic 3, even though I've never played Sonic 3, I still need to get my hands on it. I don't know where I can get my hands on Sonic 3. Really want to play it. If anybody can tell me where I can get Sonic 3, that would be awesome. But right now, I don't have it. I don't have Sonic 3. So I can't play it. But I also want to play Knuckles Chaotix, so that'll be a bonus if y'all can also get me Knuckles Chaotix. That'll be awesome. But I've played Sonic 2, Sonic 1, I played Sonic CD. I've played one of the advanced games, but I played a little bit of all of them, but I like them. I like them. Sonic Rush I played, one of my favorite games. Love it. Just like I'm just showing y'all that I'm not hating the hate. I'm just hating on the fucking toxic debate side. The toxic debate side of Sonic fans are fucking horrendous, and yet they're the loudest ones. And I'm just trying to bring their egos down a bit so they can just pipe down and shut up. Because if we're gonna talk about the main games that they'll bring up in terms of good games, they're gonna bring up Frontiers. They'll bring up Frontiers. They'll bring up Adventure 2. They'll bring up Generations. Well, they won't bring up specifically Sonic Generations. Oh, no, no, no. They're going to bring up Sonic X Shadow Generations. They're going to bring up the same 3 games and act like they don't have any more games. Like, motherfucker, y'all have Sonic Mania. You have Sonic Mania. You have Sonic Rush. You have the Sonic Advance trilogy. And then you also have the original trilogy with CD. And they don't want to talk about any more good games that they have. The other games are just meh. Like any other game are just fucking meh. The reason why nobody talks about them is not because they're underrated. They're just meh. We have the good, the meh, and the bad. That's how it is for Sonic. It's good, meh, bad. Good, meh, bad. Because Sonic has a lot of good games. Sonic has a lot of good games. I love playing Sonic. But I just gotta say, whenever they pick fights, they shouldn't even open their mouth because most of their catalog is just meh. But there are some good games. Cause like, look, they have Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic CD. We're gonna talk about the good ones. So Sonic 1, 2, 3 CD. Uh, then we got Chaotix, which I'm pretty sure is a good game. I'm never really heard anybody say it was a bad game, or haven't heard anybody say it was meh. So I'd assume it's a good one. Advance 2, Advance 3, Rush. Then you have Sonic Adventure. Then you got Generations. Uh, the Mania Super. I think Superstars was good. I think Superstars was good. Um, Sonic Sonic Adventure 2, y'all have that. Y'all have Sonic Heroes as well. Sonic Heroes is also good. Then y'all have Sonic Unleashed, which is also good. And you have Sonic Colors, then Lost World. I know that y'all don't want to bring up Colors and Lost World, but Colors and Lost World are actually good games. Maybe if y'all fucking stopped hating it for all the dumb fucking reasons, then maybe y'all would learn to love it. and then and then we have Sonic Frontiers and Shadow Generations, which hopefully they don't fuck it up because they're on a 2-win streak right now. 2 wins. They got 2 wins. Frontiers and Generations. If they fuck it up with the third one, which is apparently it's either going to be Sonic Frontiers 2 or something else entirely. And if it's Sonic Frontiers 2, hopefully they don't fuck that up. I also hope it's a little more well optimized as well. I don't care about the graphics of the game. All that mattered was that it was pretty fun to mess around in. I like messing around in the overworld. Oh wait, I forgot to count Team Racing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Forgot to count Team Racing as a bad game. How would I forget about that? Team Racing was fucking dog shit. How could I forget? But yeah. Anyways, Sonic has a good catalog. I just wish that they didn't rely on specifically three games whenever it came to their arguments. And not only that, but most of their arguments would be that if Sega made a console in this day and age that would beat out Nintendo and be the best selling console ever, which would literally be impossible. Because like, what games is a Sega console gonna have that people are gonna care about? A new Billy Hatcher and Jet Set Radio. The only person that would care about that would most likely be me. Because like I want to play Jet Set Radio, and I also want to play Billy Hatcher because I saw gameplay on that and that actually looks fucking fun. But do you know why Sega won't make a console anymore? Because they would go bankrupt. They'd go bankrupt. They are currently making more money off the movies than the games. That's why they're so focused more on the movies than the games. If they fumble with this fourth one and do some Son Amy shit, I'm gonna be a little mad. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be more than a little mad. I'm gonna be upset. And also, if they reverse the roles on who likes who too, that's gonna make me double upset. Because not only would there be Son Amy in the movies, but they're reversing the roles too on who likes who, which would also make me upset. Oh yeah, a lot of people forget that Sonic Dream Team's a good game. I got to play that. That shit was fun. I got to play that on like while I was in the store and on a phone. Like it was downloaded on a phone, so I got to play it for free. And I played as Cream the Rabbit because she's not been playable for a very long time. So I played as her, and the game's fun. The game's fun. But yeah, I do wish that that side of the Sonic community will pipe down and shut up because they are very annoying and they make their community look like massive hypocrites, even though that's probably not what their community thinks. So yeah. All right, so back on the topic of Pokemon. Let's look on. I'm gonna show my Twitter. I'm gonna show my Twitter. I well, no, I won't show my Twitter. I'll just read the thingy. I won't show my Twitter. I was planning on showing my Twitter, but I was like, nah, people are gonna see the fucking jokes I make on there, and I'm not gonna fuck with the shit I'm gonna get. So, all right, this is some Pokemon stuff. We're back on the topic of Pokemon, so we can hop off Sonic's hog for a little bit. because like I don't want to get on Sonic's ass because I love the little blue guy, but his loud fan base, like the loud side of the fan base, are just so fucking annoying. Uh, okay, this guy says honestly, all of the Mega evolutions for ZA have been so solid, but Mega Raichu X and Y are maybe the most cynical corporate thing I've ever seen in my life. LMAO. This is if you want to check out this tweet and maybe even find my Twitter there, it's at LuTube. It's at LuTube. You can check out the tweet for yourself. And what I said, what I said is that just say you don't like it instead of blaming corporate. He hasn't responded to this, which obviously so. I'm not a big content creator. What? Why would he respond? Like, but even so, like, what else could he say? Just like that. That's all he does need to say, if anything. All he needs to say is that he doesn't like the designs, but instead he fucking blames it on corporate. But here, okay, so, okay, a comment by this dude called, yeah, I'm not gonna say his name, but they say they look cool and finally give Kanto Raichu some love. Shut up. And he says, I don't know, man. My idea of giving Raichu love is to not retroactively turn it into turn it into Pikachu so much so to the point where people couldn't even tell what it was until after the direct was over. Especially when the quote unquote floating Raichu concept was done stronger with a Alolan Raichu a decade ago. You know what I have to say about this? You know what I have to say about this? They did the same shit with Dragonite. They did the same thing with, if you want to even less recent answer, they did this with fucking Ampharos. Do you want to know why Ampharos has hair? It's because it's turning into Flaffy again. It grows its wool back out and also awakens its, latent or potent dragon genes. I don't remember. Who even knows why it's even dragon type? Some Mega Evolutions call back to their previous stages. Even Mega Charizard Y. Mega Charizard Y calls back to Charmeleon with the third horn. Huh. Hmm. I'm looking at the Twitter more. I hope you guys know that y'all are fucking loving a Raichu that's just more rounded and fat. Well, it's not even more fat. It's just more rounded in its design. Compared to Raichu, it gets rid of the jagged edges and makes it rounder and gives it a lighter color. That's all they do. Y'all just wanted a cuter Raichu. Bro, I'm gonna. Okay, so. Wait. Hold on. All right, wait. He says, okay. I'm gonna read this reply out in full because this makes him kind of look like a hypocrite whenever it comes to this shit. Because like, I'm just gonna reread this part so it makes sense in the full context. They look cool and finally give Kanto Raichu some love. Shut up. I don't know, man. My idea of giving Raichu love is to not retroactively turn it into Pikachu so much to the point where people couldn't even tell what it was until after the direct was over. Especially when the floating Raichu concept was done stronger with Alolan Raichu a decade ago. Raichu is just a fatter and orange Pikachu, though. At that point, you can just hand wave the existence of most baby Pokemon or evolutions or forms or megas. Design. See, he brought up megas. He brought up megas. He is acknowledging that megas call back to their fucking original states. He's acknowledging that shit. Design designs are deliberately uh what? Okay, so you're just using fucking words now, I guess. Just to seem that you're smarter. Not helping yourself, dude. Iterative, okay. So iterative, but the idea of uh, giving love to an old design by visually supplanting it with a unanimously more marketable one is just not true. Lol. Po- Pokemon always makes shit more marketable. Because they're just doing the Dragonite shit all over again. They're just doing the Dragonite and Ampharos thing. Alright. I'm gonna turn this shit back on. Can we look at this real quick? Can we look at this real quick? What does Mega Charizard Y call back to? You don't know? Oh, I think it calls back to Charmeleon. This one, with how its eyes are shaped, looks more like Kakuna's eye shape. They reference their past evolutions. They reference their past evolutions. Some of them don't, but some do. Like a Raichu X and Y do the same thing. Oh yeah, Mega Gengar does the same thing. Look at it. Look at it. It has Haunter's head shape. Haunter's head shape. It still looks different enough, but still, it references its past evolution. This one's baby Mega evolves instead. Like it's not the one Mega evolving. It's its baby. Mega Pinsir just gets a design enhancement because it has no pre-evolution. This one kind of references Red Gyarados once you think about it, but at the same time not. It also kind of references Magikarp in a way by adding more of the spikes back instead of just going all in on the fins. It's really good. Mega Dragonite does the same thing to a full scale. Same with Ampharos. Doesn't do that. Doesn't do that. Doesn't do that. This one references Pupitar. It's very obvious. Nobody really says anything about Mega T-Tar, but Mega T-Tar does the same thing. It references Pupitar, its previous evolution. Like, look at that. Its chest is clearly inspired by Pupitar, and same with the spikes coming out of it. So if you got rid of the head, the legs, it would just look like Mega Pupitar. It would just look like Mega Pupitar. Also, if you made it more of a grayscale. Oh yeah, the Mega Aggron kind of references its previous evolution since it was more, kind of, because of the head shape. Not really, but kind of. It's a stretch. No, this one kind of does with the scar patterns, but I'm not gonna count it. I'm not gonna count that one. Not gonna count. This one doesn't count. This one doesn't count because it has no pre-evolution. This one doesn't count. Wait, it gets most of its Shogun armor back, but I'm not gonna count that. This one says that. This one says that it's a combination of many of its own species. So I'm not gonna count it either way because it's just Metagross but flipped to the side. And so that's a cool mega to a lot of people. Uh, Mega Rayquaza, and, Mega Lopunny, Mega Garchomp. I don't see how it can reference Goodbye at all. Mega Lucario doesn't, uh, go back to Riolu state. Almost goes more animalistic, I guess. This one goes to a more night, like one of the I don't know what they're called, but it's just more of like a night type thing. The Mega Autono has no pre-evolution, can't reference that. These go all in on their roles, which a lot of people wanted that to happen, so their wishes came true. And these ones are good. These ones are good, and the Malamar doesn't reference its previous evolution, so I can't say anything about that. And then Mega Diancie has no pre-evolution. So let's count. Let's count how many Pokemon reference their previous evolution in one way or in an obvious way. We'll do the obvious first. We'll do the obvious first. 1, 2, 3. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, 6. 7. Mm, nah. So did I just count 7? Oh wait, this one kind of references its previous evolution because it only has one volcano, and Numel only had one volcano. But I don't think it's as obvious, so I don't think it should count. Medicham would look more like a monkey if it references previous evolution. All right, so that's one, 2. Like I'd say this one's pretty obvious because of the eye shape. Like no, like everybody would guess it's Kakuna's eye shape. It kind of takes it, but it makes the edges more like sprouted up to the side. Like they took Kakuna's eye shape, stretched it out, and made pointed edges at the end. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. That's 8 that reference their previous ones in a more obvious way. That's 8. And let's count how many of them are old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them are old. 5 of them are old. And this is 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8 are 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Got it. All right, so yeah, I think I think that's pretty good. And for the least obvious ones, let's go for the least obvious. The least obvious are one, one, two, one, two, and one, two. I think there's only two. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, three. I'd say three and four. Yeah, three and four are kind of a stretch, but it does tuck its arms into the armor. Just so it's more aerodynamic, I guess. Oh yeah, I'd say that's about it. I think that's a good amount. They all, like, not all of them, but like most of them reference their previous evolution in one way or another. Because if I want you all to see what I see whenever it comes to Aggron and Lairon. So let's look at Mega Aggron. And let's look at Lairon. Look at that. See, look at the shell right here. It does not match up. It does not match up with Aggron. See, like, look at that. It's more encased in metal, while Aggron really isn't. And then look at Mega Aggron. Look at the shape of the shape of the shell. Look at the shape of the shell. Look at that. It's just that. It's just that, but more flattened. See, it doesn't even look the same as this shell. Look at that. It looks kind of similar to this shell, but it's not exactly this shell. It's not exactly this one. The shell is more of Lairon's work. Like, look at that. Look at that. See that? It even has holes. Even has holes on the ones in the back. Aggron doesn't have that. Why would Aggron need that? It evolved to not even need that. But whenever it Mega evolves, it gets the holes back there. Why would it need that? Lairon had it. I don't know. I know it's kind of a stretch, but you guys can see the connection is right there. Like, come on, the connection's there. I just don't want y'all to think I'm stretching this far from the truth. Like, hold on, watch this. I'm gonna go to Tyranitar, Titar. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See, come on. Look at that. Look at that. That's so obvious of what it's referencing. It's referencing its previous evolution and its defensive capabilities. It is clearly referencing that. It even gets the horn. It even gets the horn. Come on. Come on. Like, that's so obvious. It's so obvious. And Beedrill. Look. Look. They did exactly what I said. See, look at Kakuna's eye shape. They just stretched it and gave it pointed edges like it's Doflamingo. Look at that. Look at that. See? Look. Even the exact same placement of the eye shine. This is the eye shine right here. And that's its eyes. That's its eyes. That's its pupil. They gave it the same located pupil. I'm telling you. They connect the previous evolution to the Mega evolution. Not all the time, but they do it most of the time. You can't call me crazy. Look at this. See, look. One horn, two horns, gets that one horn back. And also, it becomes a darker shade of orange. It mixes the lighter orange and that reddish orange. I think it's mostly red. I don't really see the orange in it, but that reddish orange and that light orange into this somewhat dark orange. It is so good. It is so good. And I'm telling you, this is literally it. This is literally it. I'm not going crazy. Then look. Look, here's Gengar's head shape. Here's Haunter's head shape. Look at Mega Gengar and tell me that isn't Haunter's. See, it lines up. Look, it lines up. It lines up. It fucking lines up. It lines up so good. Like, come on. Come on. This is just Mega Haunter. This is just Mega Haunter. Like, look. Look. It's the same head shape. It's the same head shape. It's the same fucking head shape. You guys can't see it, but it's the same head shape. I'm doing a one-to-one comparison. It's the same head shape. It's an obvious reference to Haunter. Whoever this Lutu guy is clearly doesn't know what Mega Evolution does. Mega Evolution either references or reawakens its previous evolution's genes. Sometimes. Most of the time, it powers up their final evolution to a new degree and makes them stronger. It technically does the same thing for most of the Pokemon that reference their previous evolution, but still, point still stands. They reference their previous evolution. Like, look at this. Look at this. To prove my point even more. Look, they're not referencing Mareep whenever it comes to this. We're referencing Flaffy. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Look. It is combining both aspects of Ampharos and Flaffy. It is combining both of their elements together into its mega design. It even makes the lighter pink. Like, it's not even the light pink. It becomes, like, it literally becomes a lighter yellow because Flaffy was a pretty good pink. It was a pretty light color, while Ampharos was a dark yellow. Well, not really a dark yellow, but a very yellow color. I don't know what shade of a yellow that is, but it's still a good yellow. Come on. For this one, look where most of their priorities went. You can tell that's mostly Metang. Look. It's even floating like Metang, because Metagross only floats whenever it has all four legs up. It does not float otherwise. Mega Metagross floats naturally. Like, look. It even adds this. Look at that. Like, take a closer look. It even adds the side spikes. It adds the side spikes. And it turns the nose into a chin spike. Come on. I am hitting gold with this. I am hitting gold with this. None of you guys can say otherwise, because like, look, I'm proving him wrong actively. I am proving him wrong actively. Oh my god. Oh my god, see, just look. I know this one isn't a great one because his point was that he doesn't like how it looks like it's Pikachu, which it only looks like it's Pikachu whenever it's Mega Y. That's whenever it looks the most like Pikachu, but it mostly looks like Raichu in its Mega X form. But yeah, still references its previous evolution. And then look at Dragonite. Look at that. Look at that. Here's Dragonite. Here's Dragonair. Combine them both, you get Mega Dragonite. Oh. Do you have an anime Pokedex and know about that? It's weird for Gen 7 they include Let's Go Pikachu, but for Gen 8 they don't include Legends. Arceus, that's kind of weird. Oh yeah, I heard people saying that Mega Dragonite should have been Dragon Fairy. People want this to be Dragon Fairy, guys. What warrants the type change? Absolutely nothing? Okay. Except for that its design changed and now it's cuter. So therefore if it's cute, guys, it should be fairy. Just so you know. Just so you know. If it's cuter, it must be fairy type, guys. Let's make Pikachu a fairy type because it's cute. Let's make Mega Raichu Y a fairy type because it's cute. I don't know why people are bitching about type changes for the megas. Some of them don't even warrant like a type change. But yeah, I'm kind of done talking on this subject now. This guy bores me. He's already boring me because like the fact that he blames it on corporate instead of just flat out saying he just doesn't like the designs is just stupid. Instead of blaming it on other shit, just say that you don't fucking like it next time. And then maybe people would respect your opinion a little more. Because if you're blaming it on something else without saying... Because like he even states himself that it's his opinion. He even states himself to a reply in one of his comments. He says, it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Word for word, bar for bar, that's what he fucking says. He says that it's his opinion, and that people shouldn't be that mad over it. Like, motherfucker, you're blaming this on corporate, and not only that, but you're saying that it sucks because it looks like Pikachu. Whenever I could say the same shit about Dragonite, I can say the same shit about Ampharos, I can say the same shit about Charizard Y, I can say the same shit about most of these Mega Pokemon. Well, not most of the Mega Pokemon. I can say the same shit about a good portion. I might be stretching it, but look at Mega Delphox. Look at Mega Delphox. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Yeah. Its evolution line looks too similar, which that is why I didn't bring it up in the first place. But still, people like breaks it better. I don't know. I don't fucking know how. Wait a minute. All right, I think that's good. Nah, never mind. All right, so let's watch some Pokemon Legends ZA shit. Uh, okay, I'm not gonna watch PM7's reaction live. I'll do that in my own time. I'll watch your video later at MJTV. Uh, HDV. I didn't honestly. I didn't know that HDV uh was friends with PM7. I did not know that. I did not know that. um, yeah, and also him saying that people didn't know what it was until after the direct is kind of stupid because even I was like, is that Mega Raichu? I was thinking that what I was thinking is that Mega Raichu X was going to be Mega Raichu, and I thought Mega Raichu Y was going to be Mega Pikachu. I thought they were going to do both Mega Raichu and Mega Pikachu. That's what I was thinking. Because Mega Raichu looked like Pikachu, and Mega Raichu Y looked like Mega Pikachu, like to me, because like it's referencing Raichu and Pikachu at the same time, while Mega Raichu X only does it through color scheme and through the tails. Oh yeah, what? Oh yeah, let's watch this. Let's watch this real quick.
Lowe's knows that his life.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, dude! I've yet to see this in the anime. I'm not caught up on that, but... Oh, look at how cute he is! I was not expecting that, but... Look at how cute he is. Look at that. He's so fucking cute! And this is Mega Dragonite. He looks fucking cute. But I know he's gonna be fucking deadly in battle, dude. Alright. Let's Let's go ahead and check out some other shit. Oh, 2 weeks ago, I still gotta watch that shit on my own time. Uh, mm, I guess I'll watch a. I guess I'll watch a PM7's live reaction. I guess, like I'll see PM7's reaction live. Oh wait, we have to react to Tyranitartube's reaction because he always has something negative to say. He always has something negative to say. It's never anything nice.
Lowe's
I've seen a lot of rumors of potential new Pokemon news in this Nintendo Direct. So let's see what they got for us.
Next, we have information about another Pokemon game, which
Okay.
launches very soon.
Wow. Oh, ZA, let's go.
Ooh, I can't wait to
There
see
we
his
go.
reaction, dude.
Oh, the Switch 2 edition. Nice.
Yep.
This looks unbelievably good.
I can't wait for this shit,
Oh,
dude.
wow.
And Volt Switch has a new function. Shit's so cool.
I didn't realize you could just sneak up on a battler like that. That's kind of sick. Are we about to get the starter megas? Because they're showing the starters a lot. Oh, we might be. We might be! Yes! Let's go!
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Chestnut. Okay.
I'm still
That's what
hyped
I'm
about
talking
that.
about. What?
People will finally remember
Wow.
who Chestnut is, dude.
Dude, this is sick. Mega victory bell. Wow. We finally got the starter megas. Man. Dude, it looks so good.
It appears that new Mega Evolved Pokemon
Wow.
was discovered in Lumio City.
Dude, Mega Chestnut looks crazy cool.
Yeah, dude, this
Pokemon
shit's so
Legends
fucking
ZA
high.
I mean, they
launches
all look
October
great. And obviously, I love Greninja.
We have one more Pokemon
Oh,
trailer.
another one.
Please take a look.
What do you mean another one? This could be anything. Marbles?
They're Mega Stones.
Oh, those are Mega Stones, you idiot. Wait, what? What? Is that Pikachu X and Pikachu Y?
Why would you think that one looks like Raichu?
What? What is this? What is happening? What is happening? The deal? What is going on?
Pokemon Legends ZA is getting paid DLC called Mega Dimension.
What?
Raichu has 2 different Mega Evolutions.
Okay, they were Raichus, my
How
bad.
do you think they'll perform?
What?
More details will be
That
shared
person that said Megas are either a Y or an X.
Move on to some more headlines.
Oh my god. That was insane.
Ready for some killer.
No, we're not moving on from that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Okay,
dude.
look at Chestnut.
Yes,
This thing looks
he's going back to
insanely
work.
good. They went crazy with Mega Chestnut.
Pokemon Legends.
I really do like Mega Delphi. I think this is one I need to be able to see a little bit more. Flying on the broom is so fun.
Launches October.
But this is the one we barely got to see. Okay, no, Mega Greninja looks crazy cool.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
did not give us a lot of time to just stare at these fellas, but man, are they cool. Oh my god.
I'm so hyped for that.
I had heard rumors too of the DLC, and they've already announced DLC. Raichu has 2 new Megas. There's going to be a whole Hoopa storyline. I mean, they threw a lot at us. This is crazy. The amount of content we're getting for this game is insane. But I think one of the biggest things about this is if they are announcing DLC for ZA now, I think Gen 10 is closer than some people may think. I really thought these were marbles. I don't know what's wrong with me. Wow, I don't think these look good, but...
No.
Just not a good mega. I will say this one is ridiculous enough that I kind of like it.
Of course you like
Wow.
the ridiculous one.
So
I
are
like-
we gonna get
I like the
even more
like, I like
megas
both
in the
of them,
mega dimension?
but I like the
are
one
we
that's
gonna go
closer
through
to
portals to
Raichu.
go to different Pokemon worlds where there's different megas? There's a lot that could be going on here. I mean, they have thrown so much at us. What a good time to be a Pokemon fan.
Yeah, it's a good time, but at the same time, I don't know why people don't fuck with the X and Y versions, bro. Still don't know why. MNJTV hasn't posted his reaction to them. At least I don't think so. I can check. Hmm. Okay, no, he hasn't posted his reaction yet. I was like processing, like, is it on his main channel or something? Nah, he just hasn't posted it yet. I don't know why he takes so long. All right. Oh, wait, can we? Oh wait, oh shit. Oh shit. Charlie. I remember seeing Charlie's reaction to this and being so upset. And also, I kind of do. I agree. I agree with the title, but don't. I don't know about the video. I agree with the title. People are just being snobby, especially critical. Bro mostly plays PC games. Of course, you're gonna be snobby whenever something's below 30 frames. Well, actually, no. Whenever something's below 60 frames, I said that fucking wrong. If anything's below 30 frames, then you have a problem.
Keep forgetting to watch the new Pokemon trailer. Nice. Movement tech. Well, this is sad. I think it's finally happened. I'm at that point where I just don't get excited for Pokemon. I have no faith in Game Freak at all. I didn't even dislike the last one. I hated Scarlet Violet. I mean, I didn't dislike the last Legends of Arceus. But I just don't have faith in Game Freak. I can't even I can't even like feign excitement. You said there's gameplay already? They showed some gameplay?
What Pokemon looks like. Not only are they
Where's the gameplay? Is it this? That's what I just watched. Is it in this maybe?
Inhabitants.
Oh.
Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These
Here's his worst point. His worst point comes here because he was judging too early. Honestly, Charlie, this is what you get for calling the shots early. Oh my god, his point aged like milk. Watch this.
Areas located throughout Lumios give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive.
I hate that.
To catch one of
Oh my god, it feels like it just goes backwards. Now instead of even doing the bare minimum of making new biomes that you'd go through and explore, now it's just, here's like some like tiny pockets. Oh fuck.